Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Syntech Fix Hub. Today I have an 24 port Ethernet switch, and the problem is that it has an external power that uses 48 volt DC. Once it's plugged on, there is a standby light that flashes and off, and when you look around the Ethernet switch, you have a 2 fan for ventilation. None of them is turning, and everything looks dead. Nothing is working. It's not sending any video signal, nothing at all. And it has a internal charger. When you look at the charger too, there is a light, but it keeps blinking. So I'm going to show you the Ethernet switch, and we'll try to open it and diagnose the problem and also get it fixed. So let's go. So yeah, this is the Ethernet switch. It's a 24 ports. Okay. It's a brand name Zyxel, and the model name MES3500-24. Okay. It's a 2-layer managed Ethernet switch. It uses external power. There's a light here. External power pack, external charger. And the connection goes directly to here. Okay. Go directly to this place. This is a negative 48 volts DC, while this one is a negative volt DC. Okay, if you look at by the side, you see you have a three light display here. The first one is for power. When it's working, it flashes, it shows blue. The second one is for system. When it's connected, it shows. And the last one is the alarm if something is detected. Okay, and these are the ports here, and these are model them. Okay, also when you look at here, you see these are the 2 holes here. It's for ventilation. Okay, also here the holes for ventilation. Okay, so this Ethernet switch, it is used for connecting a multiple network segments in a large network, and also it uses for providing a high-speed uplink using fiber optics, and also it can also be used in managed network in ISPs or data centers or enterprise environments. So that's the function. That's exactly the types of Ethernet switch that I'm going to work on. So what we're going to do now is going to open the switch and check the problem. We'll check the problem, and then we'll try to fix it. But first of all, I like to put it on, so we're going to see the problem before the fix, right? So now I'm going to connect the switch, connect the multimeter, negative ports, and the second one connect it on negative pin too, the positive pin. Okay, so now we are going to on the switch, so we see the problem. As you can see, it's on here. The external power is on. The external power is on, is showing green. So let's watch. Let's watch the standby light as it flashes. As you can see, it's been on, and the light just flashes and off. The voltage, as I put my probe here, look at the voltage. It's 31 volts DC. but this Ethernet switch is supposed to use 41 to 48 volt DC. As you can see, the connection is 34 volts, right? That's the center power, is green. And if you look at here, this is the side fan. None of them is blowing. Okay. None of them is blowing, is working, right? So now we are going to open it and try to identify the problem, and we'll get it fixed, right? Okay. As you can see, the Ethernet switch is open, right? These are the boards, processing circuits. These are the internal power boards. Okay. This one uses two power: external, that's primary power board. That is this one. This one uses charger for 8 volts, and also the internal power. This one receives DC volt and distribute to this processing board. Okay, these are the fans. There's one fan. You have the second one for ventilation. Okay, so we are going to start checking the problem. So the first thing we'll do, we are going to read this of the components here to see if there is any defect. So we first of all have to check all these capacitors, whether any of them is bulging. As you can see, these ones are okay. There is no bulge. Check these ones, none of them is bulged. They are okay. They are okay, that's the first thing. Well, this type of problem likely is what's the capacitance fault. So the capacitors are okay. Then we'll check the readings of these diodes. This one is okay. I'll check the pin of this one. This one is okay. Showing 47. Okay. What 7 ohms? That's the diode. Is okay. Look at this one too. 47 is okay. Okay, when I try to read this one. This one too is okay. So these are the likely components that may fail. So we come over to these diodes, check them. is okay. Check this one. Is okay. I've checked the capacitor too. The capacitor is okay. We also check this capacitor, the second one is okay. We check this transistor. Let's check this transistor. Transistor is okay, no beeping. Let's check this capacitor too. Capacitor is okay. 100. Let me check this one, the second one. Also is okay. Right? So with these few readings, it shows us this internal power DC is okay. We have a problem that is manifesting, and look at this second power section. This one is the area that controls the fans. Also, everything here is okay. The problem that this thing have is not from this board, because it's a power problem. Okay, so what you do is now, when we read this very power, we discover that it's showing 32 volt DC instead of 48 volts as it's written here. Sometimes maybe 41 volt, it can still work. The highest this switch will receive is 48 volt DC, the highest. Okay, the least it can receive is 40 volts. I mean, from 40 volt to 48 volt DC, it will still work perfectly. But the voltage that we found here is 32 volt DC. That means low. Okay, so and we have checked this internal power. There's no problem. So the next thing we'll do now is to check this external power. This charger. Despite the fact that the light is okay, showing green, it's working, but the voltage here is show that there's a defect. It's not complete. So what we'll do now is we're going to open this power to check if there's any problem. Right? Okay. So as you can see, this is the power board, the charger. It has been opened. Okay. So what we do is we're going to read the components around here. The power is working, so you just need to read the output. First read the diode. Okay. Read the diode. The diode, there's no beep, is okay. So we're going to read the second diode. The second diode, there's no beep. That means it's okay. So the next thing we're going to do now is to read the capacitor, the 400 volt capacitor. This one, 400 volt capacitor, we're going to read. So we're going to change the capacitance reading, as you can see. So first of all, let's read the 400 volts capacitor. The capacitance of this 400 volt capacitor. Okay. So I put my probe here and put the second probe here. You see showing 72.7 volts UF. 72.7 UF. So let's check the capacitance. This is 8 UF, but this one shows 72 points. That means the UF is okay, that means the capacitor is still okay. So let's check this one, output. This one is 220 UF. This one is 220 UF, as you can see, 220 UF. So let's check the reading. That's the capacitance. Okay, let's check the reading. As you can see, it's 206 UF. 207 UF, 267 UF as a capacitance, while here is 220. So we're having a shortage of 14 UF. So that means this capacitor is bad. Okay. True reading. If you look at here, there's no budge. But with this reading, I was able to dictate that the capacitor is bad. It's rating 220 UF, while the reading is 206 UF. So the capacitor is bad. So we are going to change it. So that definitely is the problem, right? Okay, so now as you can see, we have finally changed the capacitor. This is the new one now. As you can see, this is the new one. This is 63 volts and 68 UF. 63 volts, 68 UF, 63 volts. This is the new one I've just changed. And this is the old one. As you can see, the old one, 63 volts, 220 UF. Okay, this is the old one. And just change the new one, 63 volts and 68 UF. Okay, so everything is in park. So now I'm going to close it so you can test it. Okay, so it's now closed. The charger is now complete. Okay, so we are going to test it and see. This is the bad one. This is the bad one. So I'm going to test it and see. The charger is now connected and now showing green light. That's the power. Okay, so when you look at this pin, you see it's now showing 41.9 volt DC. Before it was 32 volts because of the capacitance is short. Now is 41.9 volt DC. Okay, it's now connected. See everything. So you can now just watch the lights there, so you know when the power is on. So watch why I on it, so you see. Can you see? It's working perfectly. Now can you see now? The power light is working now. It's showing green, is working. Why the other system one is flashing? Because it's not connected to anything. Voltage is showing 41.8 volt DC. And when you look at the fan, the side fan, this side fan now for ventilation is not blowing. It's working perfectly. Okay. And this charger now is not showing red. Not showing red because it's not working. See the power light is not blinking, it's not green, stable. Also the voltage is now stable, 41. So now the Ethernet switch is now working perfectly. So like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.